Good morning. My name is Sahasra, and today because of Rajesh Uncle here, I am participating in this chestnut discussion with all of his friends. And so, could you please give a brief introduction about yourself?
Hi, I'm Raja. Uh, I've produced and written 5 films and directed 3 films. Malaysiam was in 2019 and 8 AM Metro, a Hindi film in 2023, and now this new film 23.
Only 23. Film name
So,
23 only.
film name 23.
Okay.
So there are two major themes of this film. One is the social justice part of it, but the main theme is prison reforms. Uh, what I noticed is, based on my research, uh, the prisoners, if they are not reformed, they come back to the society again. So, out of the empathy, if you try to, as a society, if we invest in reforming them, that's out of empathy, that's a very good thing. But if not, at least for our selfishness, we have to do it, because if they are not reformed, they come back to the society, and one of us will suffer again. So, for one of these two reasons, I think it's a very important topic, uh, and then try to make a film on it. Hope you guys watch the film, spread the word, and watch the film. Thank you so much.
So, from today's chess network discussion, what were your reflections?
See, I'm more of a passive guy. I've been following this for a long time because of Sudhir. So there will be this core team, and that's what will sustain the group. And my 2 cents was like, you tap into like this passive kind of guys too, who will have some energy. They'll contribute to some cause, and then they'll leave. Then they come back. So I think tapping into this passive kind of guys, that's important as well. Of course, the core strength always will be the core volunteers and the long-term vision, but the short-term things also will benefit the team. And I hope it's a nice, good initiative, good for the society, good for the kids, good for the next generation. So there is a lot of goodwill, so people will come and contribute in whatever shape or form, some more, some less, but hopefully it will go forward.
And what are your upcoming projects?
Oh no, this is hopefully. I mean, as of now, I think this is my last film.
Oh,
But let's see if an idea comes where it's worth spending 2 years, then maybe. But as of now, no plans to make another film.
that's great. So in this discussion that I've participated, we've discussed to in My Home Jewel itself, we discussed to form a small group and promote chess as it's a very mind game. As we say, you can improve your decision making or the risk factors that you're supposed to take, and also it's a stress buster and yeah, it's you learn a lot of different techniques and you overcome challenges, right? So that's a good initiative that me and few other friends of ours are taking this initiative. Thank you.
Thank you. Good job, Sahasra. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Good job.
Raj, what makes you think about only these kind of films? Why not a commercial film? I mean, you are in this industry for the last 15, 20 years. Why you are thinking about only making these kind of films which will impact the lives of the people, not a commercial film?
I mean, for the commercial films, there are already so many filmmakers, so there is no need for another to join the group. And for all of these things, I have some identify with them in one form or the other. So for Malaysian, the rural thing was always there. So I was already, I mean, not actively working, but from Sudhir's TDF days and all, somehow some part of this was always there, that we have to somehow develop our rural this thing, right? So that rural innovation, and that was always there. And the failure part of it was personal, like how after failing he didn't give up. So that was very personal.
Okay.
So that was the reason I thought it has to be told, the story has to be told. And the second one, the mental health thing too. I mean, we all go through it at some point of time. So I thought that's something important that we have to address. And this prison reforms too. I mean, from talking to Sujay, so so, so in universities and all, there'll always be students like Sujay, right? Like who are good in studies and all that. And I was the other kind who were prone to violence during the teenage years.
Okay.
And there'll be like hundreds and thousands of people like me. I was just lucky that I had some support system and I was fortunate to get a job and all that. But the teenage years, there is this PFC, the prefrontal cortex. It doesn't get developed until 25. So there is no fixed time, right? Some probably in 20s, some 25, 26. So the teenage years, lack of PFC, hormonal these things. So because I was like that, so I can connect with people who make mistakes in that phase, and that's so I identify with that closely, and I'm just so lucky that I didn't go into that path, but I could have just by if I made some mistake or whatever 2-3 mistakes I made, if they were bigger, there is every chance that I could have gone that way. So it's very personal to me, and that's why I thought I have to make something on it. And last film that was made on this subject was Duan Ke Barahat by Shantaram, but that was long time back. So I thought, yeah, it's personal to me. I connect with the younger that generation, like 20 and below, and they make mistakes, and that's how I forgive my previous self too. That age, it's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but you know why it happens and all that. So that's that's the reason to make the film.
So I can take it as this is one way of giving back to the society from your level, at your understanding.
And in a way to probably forgive my younger self as well.
Oh, okay.
And so many biases and all we have it during that time. So it's like slightly matured self of mine talking to the immature self of mine. So that's the narrative.
So this movie, all ages can watch this movie, or what age?
Yeah, it's 16 plus.
Plus. Okay. Okay.
Because 16 plus is, I mean, my target actually was 13 to 20.
20.
25 actually,
Yeah.
but at least 13 to 20 is the target audience for me, because that's when you make mistakes, and now the neurosciences, it has grown so much, so it tells exactly why we do what we do, and there are a million factors. There is no one single factor, right from birth till even the evolution to genetics to how they were brought up to the hormonal changes that during the breastfeeding process too. I mean, there are a million factors now, right? So that's one attempt at
Let's wait for this movie to release. When are we expecting this to come into the market?
within a month's time.
So it's a summer
Yeah.
bonanza.
Yeah.